Hello, welcome back. We're going to do the One Angry Dwarf and 200 Solemn Faces by Ben Folds 5. We're going to do the verse and the chorus, show you the chord progression and where I put my fingers and things like that. So, welcome back. If you like what I'm doing here, please do subscribe. I do tutorials on all these songs that I love. I do my own original music. I do cover songs of stuff I love. I put all that great stuff up, so stick around if you love music, and we'll learn together. All right, so here we go. Here is the verse and chord section for One Angry Dwarf. So we earlier did a intro tutorial, and the intro goes something like this. Right, so that's where we're starting from, and now we're going to get the verse section. So what happens is I think about this song in B minor or D major. So I kind of have like... that's my D major, so I'm thinking F sharps and C sharps here. But with the B, with the intro, they're playing like a B major and a B7, which is interesting because we're also going to use the 5 chord here of the B. So it's a little bit in B and it's a little bit in D, and I'll show you what I mean right here. So here's the intro one more time. Then we go to the D. And then we do a chromatic walk up to the D9 chord. And that's the first chord of our verse. So here I'll start on the D9 and I'll play the verse through here real quick to show you what I'm going to do. So that's the verse we're going to be going over real quick. And the reason I play it first is because I wanted to show you guys how it's kind of B minor, a D9, a G major 9, so some pretty thick chords, an E minor 7, and then it goes to that B minor the first time, chromatic walk to the D9, G major 7, E minor 7, and then we do like a suspended F sharp 7, and then the suspension resolves. So lots of talking. Let's do it piece by piece so I can really explain what those things mean. So intro one more time. To the D. Then we play the intro again. And then here comes the verse. To the D7, D9. September 75, I was 47 inches high. So that D9, we come from the B, and we do this specific rhythm too. So here we got a D in octaves in my left hand, and then we have the 9 chord there. So notice I'm not even playing a D, but you can kind of see the D chord. See that? D, F sharp, and A. That's your standard D triad. Then I'm going to move that down to my flat 7, and I'm going to put my 9 in there. So here's D with a 9 and the flat 7. So I just have D octaves in the bass and a D9 chord here, and he's going to do this rhythm where neither hand plays at the same time. So we go, right? That's the rhythm. And that's going to happen on every chord. So we go D, and then we're going to go to a G chord, and I do have both octaves playing. I know you can't see it all the way, but I have both G's playing octaves in my left hand. And then the D9 chord right here, we're going to keep the F sharp and the A, and we're just going to move to the D and the B, just like this. So it looks like a B7 chord, but you got to think about it like this. Here's the G, 1, 3, 5, major 7, 9. So I have G. So our first chord, D. Second chord, G. Third chord, we go to the E minor. So once again, I'm going to keep these 2 notes right where they are from the G major 7, 9, and I'm going to move the F sharp and the A down to the E and the G to make my E minor 7, which is E, G, B, and D. 1, 3, 5, flat 7. Octaves in the bass again, same rhythm. And then the first time through, I'm going to play a B minor 7. And then you do that same chromatic walk up to get us back to the D. So here's the whole thing again. Right? Makes sense. So here's if I were to sing it. September 75, I was 47 inches high. Mom said by Christmas I would have badass mother G.I. Joe for your little minds to blow. But I still got beat up after class. Now here's the special part, right? So we've clearly run it twice, but on the ending of the second time around, we're going to play E minor 7, and then we're going to play an F sharp in our left hand. I come all the way down here. That's the F sharp. And we're going to play an F sharp chord, but a suspended F sharp chord. So if I can, here's the chord we're headed to. We have F sharp down in the low, and then we have our 3, which is A sharp, and we're not going to play our 5, which is C sharp, but I got my flat 7, and then I have my 1 again, right? So if you can see that F sharp 7 chord, I'm taking this guy out. This guy's in the bass way down here, and then I have my 7, and then I put this one on top too, my 3 on top. So that's my second chord, but we're going to start with a suspension. And what a suspension is you take the 3 and you move it up to the 4 because it feels like it's holding in the air, and then it comes down to resolve. So we're going to go. So I moved both the 3s to their 4, right? So both of them to B, and then we resolve to the A sharp. So here it comes in the thing, or E minor, F sharp with the suspension, and then the resolve. So see, these two stay the same. Oops. All right, so let's play the verse real quick all the way through. September 75, I was 47 inches high. Mom said by Christmas I would have badass mother G.I. Joe for your little minds to blow. I still got beat up after class. Yeah, now I'm... All right, that's the verse. So now if we continue that verse and go into what I call the chorus, it's a little bit of a different chord progression, but it starts once again on that B minor. So, beat up after class. Yeah, now I'm big. B minor. E major 7 this time, right? So we have our B minor chord, B, D, F sharp, A, just like we did before. But now instead of the E minor, we're going to make it a major 7. So still have our flat 7, still have our E, but instead of the G, we're going to have a G sharp. Big and important, E major, E dominant. And then we have an A minor 7, one angry dwarf, and D7, D dominant. And then we go to a G major 7, just major 7, 9, just like we had before. Right? So far we got big, B, E, A, D, 200 solemn faces to you. We're going to do that suspension again, that same thing. If you, same thing, really want to see me, check the papers and the TV. Look who's telling who what to do. Back to the intro. Kiss my ass. Okay, so we have that whole first verse section. And then as we get into what I call the chorus, we do a B minor 7, same rhythm. Oh, no, not exactly the same rhythm, excuse me. So we do the B minor 7, and then he does these little chromatic walk-ups. So we're going B minor 7, E dominant, A minor 7, D dominant, and then to the G major 9. But in between those, he's always walking chromatically to the next one. So we got B, ooh, ooh, E, ooh, ooh, A, ooh, ooh, D. And then we stop doing the walk-up, we just hit the G. And then we do the suspended F sharp to the resolved F sharp. Now I'm big and important, one angry dwarf and 200 solemn faces to you. If you really want to see me, check the papers and the TV. Oh, look who's telling who what to do. Kiss my ass. All right, I think that's the gist of it. So I'll play it one more time to to give you a hint of how it goes and show you it at full speed, or at least the speed I'm going to play. And then I want to stick around to see what I can do with the solo, help you get through that. So here's the verse. September 75, I was 47 inches high. Mom said by Christmas I would have badass mother G.I. Joe for your little minds to blow. I still got beat up after class. Yeah, now I'm big and important. One angry dwarf and 200 solemn faces to you. If you really want to see me, check the papers and the TV. Look who's telling who what to do. Kiss my ass. Goodbye. All right, let me know if you guys have any questions. Stick around for the solo.